Hello and welcome back to the Games Kingdom. My name's Carl King and today we're going to have a small unboxing of a new Kickstarter that recently arrived called Viscounts of the West Kingdom by Shem Phillips and S.J. McDonald of Garfield Games, and this is the third and last in the trilogy of West Kingdom games, following on from Paladins and Architects. So we have a bag full of goodies. We've got some meeples and resources here. We have a nice big deck of cards. We have some smaller cards which I've already sleeved. These are debt cards and some sort of resource cards in case resources run out. You can put a resource on there and then that's classed as having 5 of them. And then you've got all of your little in-game components, as I say here. So we have, as I say, some components. We have each player's colour. So there's a 4-player game currently. We have some nice metal coins. I always tend to buy these because I can use the cardboard ones that you get in every copy of a Garfield game. You get the cardboard coins, but I do like the metal ones just for a few extra pounds. And then we come on to the actual game board and player boards. So each player gets a player board. They are double-sided, and just depending on which version you're playing, you choose the side. Each player will play the same side, as far as I am aware. And then obviously you're going through the game and you're sort of filling up these card slots and things, and rotating cards and playing sort of your turn and doing different actions as is usual in a Garfield game. This is the centre sort of castle, and your meeples can end up on here, and they will sort of do different actions depending on which section of the castle they're in. And then you get the board, and that sort of goes together like so. It can go in sort of a variety of ways. There's no set way of doing this as far as I'm aware. So you sort of put it together like this, and then the castle itself sort of comes in and it sort of pins the board together, and you get the board sort of joining up. It's a little bit fiddly but not too bad. That sits in the middle, and you're moving around the board. You have to do a set amount of spaces when you're taking your turn. I don't believe that you can do lower than the spaces that it tells you to do in your turn, because they are predetermined, so you have to move that. And then as you're going round, you'll do certain actions, you'll do certain things on the board, and obviously you will gain resources and points. And then at the end of the game, as is usual with a Garfield game, you will then obviously do the end game scoring, and you will determine the winner. I've not got this to the table as yet. There is a solo mode, as there is in all of their games, so I'm quite looking forward to getting this to the table and having a bash at the solo game. I need to sit down and have a quick read through of the rules just to see how that is, and probably look at a YouTube tutorial before I do that. And I may well play a couple of games. I'll play the first one off camera and then maybe do a on camera playthrough of the solo mode. So yeah, looking forward to getting this to the table. As I say, this came as a Kickstarter a couple of weeks back, so it's taken me a while to get to this point in doing an unboxing. And with it at the same time, I bought the West Kingdom Tome Saga, which basically is a sort of extra set of components and bits and pieces for some of the trilogy games within this range, as I said. So again, we've got some more cards here. These ones obviously I still have yet to open, and these are for their other games. So these will go with Architects, Paladins and Viscounts, this particular game. So even with one or two of the games above, players will still be able to use the cooperative play modes and bonus content for those games. So you get in this one a rule book to use the components, you get double-sided tone boards, more cards, more tokens, overlord workers, an overlord token, and 4 dishonor markers. And your bonus content is you get 4 architect player boards, 2 double-sided boards, 6 new paladin of the West Kingdom townsfolk, and 6 new Vikings townsfolk. So you can play extra townsfolk with this particular new game. So that was a nice little box of things that as I say, was a little addition to the Kickstarter for the Viscounts game. If you haven't checked out any of the Garfield game series, then I heartily recommend them. They are absolutely fantastic games, both for solo and multiplayer. As I say, you've got this West Kingdom trilogy, and you've also got the trilogy with Raiders of the North Sea and the 2 other games in that particular series as well. Raiders is an excellent game. Always goes down well when that's broken out with a group of people, and you can play that with up to sort of 5 or 6 players, so you can get quite a decent game going of that. This is a sort of the last in this particular trilogy. Not sure what they're moving on to in this sort of thing, whether they're going to do, because they've done North and they've done the West, so obviously East and South is still out there if they are looking at doing that. But their next game, which is now being taken pre-orders for, is Hadrian's Wall, which is a game based around, obviously as it sounds, Romans, and building your tableau and resources and things. I've done some play testing for that one, and I can honestly say that that is another excellent game from the same stable. I'm looking forward to seeing those come out and getting a proper physical copy. I have got obviously a print and play version which I did for the play testing, but yeah, I will almost certainly be getting that as a actual physical copy, because I think the gaming group that I sort of play with quite a lot are going to enjoy that one as well. I'll try and get this to the table with the group sometime in 2021, but in the meantime it's solo play only, unfortunately, because we're still in the pandemic in December of 2020. So as I say, I'll try this one off camera first and then see how that goes, and possibly do an on-camera solo playthrough as well. So once again, this has been the Games Kingdom. Thank you for watching this unboxing, and we'll be back again soon with another one. Bye.